to fit your feet properly. Start your summer off right with the May Sandal Sale at Brown's Shoe Fit, just south of 66th and Q in Lincoln. Load up on meat and more this spring at the Mercado by Certified Piedmontese. This week's special through May 27th is $1 off hamburger and hot dog buns, $1 off Plum Creek chicken wings, 15% off barbecue sauces, and 15% off burgers, hot dogs, and brats. The Mercado has locations at 84th and Havelock, 30th and Yankee Hill, and now 85th and Old Cheney in Lincoln, or 160th and Maple in Omaha. Get to the Mercado today for the best meat in town.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com. On the internet. KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
Wall-to-Wall Wine and Spirits is your place in North Lincoln to go for all your needs in wine, spirits, and beer. They also have a large variety of cigars in their walk-in humidor, and they have a top-notch walk-in, temperature-controlled high-end wine room. Plus, you can enjoy free samples from their tasting bar. There's only one place to go for all your needs for spirits and cigars. That's Wall-to-Wall Wine and Spirits on North 27th Street in Lincoln.
Ticket listeners know a dream team when they see one. At Applied Connective, we've been in the game for 20 years and have developed a team of world-class leaders in all things IT. From cybersecurity and Microsoft products to physical security, audio-video, infrastructure, business phone systems, and anything in between. We'll help you leverage technology to become your most secure, efficient, and profitable. Head to our website to check out real reviews and testimonials and sign up for a free tech consultation. We can show you where you might be vulnerable, inefficient, or overspending. It's a game changer, and it's totally free. Claim yours right now at appliedconnective.com.
In today's digital world, technology works great until it doesn't. At Hamilton, we work to keep your business up and running. We are more than an IT company. We're your partner, focused on customized solutions that set you up for success now and in the future. Say goodbye to tech stress and unexpected IT costs when you hire Hamilton. Together, we help you focus on what really matters. Hamilton Business Technologies. Real people, real technology solutions. Connect with us at hamiltonisbusiness.com.
Bagels and Joe is the perfect place for breakfast or lunch in May. Try a pesto BLT or a pizza bagel for lunch. Also, enjoy a new energy fusion drink in a variety of flavors and get a caramel latte with 10% of all sales going to the Hope Venture. 4 locations in Lincoln and 1 in Seward, Bagels and Joe.
Constructors is now hiring for all positions, with pay starting at $23 and up based on experience. Constructors has immediate job openings for mechanics, bridge builders, operators, and drivers. Start your new career today. Constructors offers great pay, health, dental, and vision insurance, paid time off, paid holidays, and so much more. Join the crew today and be a part of Nebraska's oldest paving company dating back to 1908. For a complete list of openings and to apply online, visit constructorslincoln.com.
Are you looking for an exciting new way to put your skills to work? Explore new career options in the fintech industry at Currency, a Sandhills global company. We offer full-time positions in financial sales, compliance, operations, and other fields. We also offer a 4.5-day work week, an attractive benefits package, and opportunities for advancement. Put your motivation to work and grow with us at Currency. Visit gocurrency.com/careers to learn more.
Gaina Trucking is hiring CDL Class A and B drivers. Their strong team culture makes it not a job, but a career. Gaina Trucking offers health, vision, and dental insurance, 401k with company match, an employee assistance program, and other bonus programs. Build a better career today with great team culture at Gaina Trucking. Learn more and apply today at GainaTrucking.com.
What's better than supporting your favorite radio station and eating delicious Nebraska-made products? Smoking Gun Jerky of Nebraska wants to highlight you, the listener, on the 93.7 The Ticket Wall of Fame at the store. Stop by the store at 48th and R in Lincoln and see their huge variety of small batch gourmet jerky. Or if you're not in the area and want to try some, go to smokinggunjerky.com and enter code EARLY for 10% off your purchase. It's the ultimate low-calorie, high-protein snack at Smoking Gun Jerky of Nebraska.
Welcome to The Drive with A.D. Raff and Ahman Green. Former Husker football national champion, speaker, and author, Aaron Davis.
Nebraska will win the national championship. The Cornhuskers beat Miami. It is history, 13-0. and bring that trophy back to Lincoln.
Former Arena Football League quarterback, former head coach of the Capital City Crush, and guru of Husker football history, Chris Raff.
25 straight wins for the Cornhuskers. One of the most dominating stretches in college football history.
We may have seen one of the best teams in the history of college football tonight.
12-year NFL veteran.
He's got some speed to go with strength.
Huskers and Green Bay Packers Hall of Famer.
Shovel pass to Green into Vikings territory. Finally brought down.
And University of Nebraska East sports coach, Ahman Green.
Look at Green all by himself. 20, 10, touchdown.
Sponsored by Doors Plus on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, folks, good morning on this beautiful Tuesday morning. We're here live at 1040 O Street. I got man Jackson holding down the ones and twos. Just a reminder, we have a shortened show again today because Nick and Osborne are going to be in baseball tournament. They avoided some storms last night. They pushed those games early. Right now in the capital city, AG and Raff, and we are looking at cloudy. And I tell you what, it was a little chilly this morning. As we're looking at maybe some more weather later on today, we shall see how that happens. But it is a balmy 54 degrees here with a high of 61. Rafferty, what's it look like in Huntsville, my man?
It's 78 right now and cloudy. The adventure begins at about 3 o'clock today, so we shall see.
A lot of inclement weather potentially coming through your way, it looks like, Raff.
Yep, it's going to be a fun one. Hey, I'm a little upset. I did not get the memo for today's show. If you'd have told me, AG, it was going to be sleeveless day, I would have wore my tank top.
Sleeveless day. I didn't know. Hey, I just reached in my bag because I'm visiting a friend here in West Palm Beach, Florida, for a couple of days, and I didn't know that either. I just grabbed what was available in my duffel bag.
Hey, AG's got what's the temperature like there in West Palm Beach, my man?
Man, it's beautiful. It's clear. It's 82 degrees. It's whatever you want to do: golf, pickleball, ride a bike, walk. It's all there for you.
West Palm Beach is absolutely beautiful, man. How many days are you down there, AG?
I'm here till tomorrow. I got here Sunday. So
nice. On the run, man. Been on the run quite a bit. That's good stuff.
Yes, indeed.
Absolutely. Jackson, what about you? How you doing this morning, brother?
Pretty good. I can't say it was the same good temperature that it was at West Palm Beach down in my hometown yesterday. They were in record highs of 100 plus degrees yesterday.
Oh, wow.
So that's what I was thinking about.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, pretty good. Got a lot of baseball today, so
yes, indeed.
Back to it.
Yes, indeed. There's a lot going on today. That weather down there, AG, like I said, my both my sisters are heading back that way. Those temperatures, man. So yeah, they're going to be welcome back to a very steamy state of Florida as far as that goes, man. That's for sure. Guys, like we mentioned, we got the shortened show today and a lot of baseball. Of course, again, there's state baseball that's going on. There was some state state soccer that took place yesterday with the girls. Southwest ended up taking on the state championship yesterday. I forget what the other class. I'll have to check those during the break, but congratulations to all of them. State track will start up pretty soon as well. Everything's going state. And today's actually the last day of school for LPS. I believe I was talking to Mr. Willie Sapp, who teaches art over at Southwest High School, and his 51st year. So a huge, and Raff, he was sitting with you at the wedding, Mr. Willie Sapp. That dude has been teaching for 51 years art and keeps impacting lives, and I think he's going to do it again. He does what he does. So, man, shout out to all the educators, administrators, and para-educators, bus drivers, janitors, school cafeteria workers, all those folks that help make that happen with LPS and all the schools surrounding the area. So definitely appreciate that. You guys, it is a big night for Husker baseball. A huge night for Husker baseball. They take on Michigan State at 6 p.m. tonight. They're in Omaha. There's Raff and AG and Jackson. There's going to be a lot going on in Omaha today with the state baseball and Big Ten baseball tournament going on today, gentlemen.
Hey, it's summertime in Nebraska, baby. I love it. I grew up as a kid with it. And I'll say with the whole job thing, hey, keep doing that job until they tell you can't do it no more.
That's right.
But
the thing about Willie, though, is he's in better shape than me, probably AD, probably not you, AG, but man, he's in amazing shape.
Impeccable.
Crazy.
Yeah, that's the secret sauce, though. That's the secret sauce. Keeping yourself moving, mobility, and all that. But then to the baseball in Omaha, AD. I remember the days, before graduation, before I was a senior and had to graduate. I did the state meet, and then not too far after that, we were already talking about where we're going to sit or where we're going to try to get tickets into Rosenblatt Stadium at that time to go watch whoever play. From Pepperdine to Texas to Florida, Gators coming in town. Those were the teams that we watched at that time. That were usually the perennials that would come back to Omaha. Now it's obviously a different set of teams coming in, but it's one of those parts of being a kid growing up in Nebraska that there's memories of getting ready to go down there and how to try to find parking in South Omaha. The parking was crazy over there. You see, almost like Lambeau Field, where you had to park in front of somebody's house and they probably charge you $10 something like that for a parking spot. But it was a good experience, and being a baseball player too, and watching the best of the best at the college level go at it. LSU was another team that was always there, winning titles, and so now to see a different set of teams, it's fun, and the teams that are actually fighting for it and where our teams are at in women's softball and baseball, get an opportunity through the tournament and eventually get a bid at a regional is super huge this time for all those college kids and coaches.
Absolutely. Eric, good morning to you. I appreciate you, man. Appreciate the congrats more than you know. Appreciate that, man. Old Dad 34, Raff, just want to say we turned 51 on the same day, brother. So you and Old Dad Raff turned 51 on the same day, May 24th, which is coming up here very quickly.
Yeah.
Raff will join the 51 club as far as that goes. John and Cortland.
Special.
There, absolutely. John and Cortland says, goodness, Mr. Willie Sapp was teaching at Lincoln East when I was there. Hell of a wrestler at Nebraska Wesleyan, 1979. Yes, absolutely, man. Mr. Willie Sapp has been there a long time, and I tell you what, John and Cortland, he don't look much different either, man. Is still in great shape, as Raff mentioned. Raff, if you remember the Rosen, and AG brought up a good point with Rosenblatt Stadium. Remember all the houses that some of those people, like in particular from LSU and the people from the SEC, that would come up and literally bought a few of those properties just for.
Yeah, it was Airbnb before it was Airbnb.
Yes.
Yeah. And like I said, for us as a kid, we weren't aware of it. I was a teenager at between North and Central, just coming over to watch some good baseball players play. But it was just cool to see the LSU fans, the Florida Gator fans, and the USC fans, Wichita State fans. It's like, hey, what's up? Welcome to our town. It ain't much going on here. It ain't much you could do other than you could go down to the old market and get some fancy burgers. That's about it. This is it. Omaha. This is all we got. But it's a different atmosphere in downtown Omaha now, and that whole area. I was about to say Haymarket. That's Lincoln. Old Market in Omaha is very upscale now, and they got a lot of fun things for families to do. So I think that's where the more of Nebraska and showing what we got here to incoming fans from all these other teams, other states that are coming from the South or the Midwest, other Midwestern states. They'll be like, find out like, oh, there's something to do here, and it's just not just the gateway to the West, as some people, describe the Midwest from Missouri, St. Louis, all the way to us out in Scottsbluff and everything. It's like, it's some things to do. It's fun. It's going to be a lot of, like I said, a lot of mingling of fans from all over the country is there. I think that's the very cool thing about it.
Mm-hmm. Rafferty, AG, Jackson, and Raff in particular, Michigan State comes in with a 28-25 record. All right, very similar to Nebraska, of course. They were 13-17 in the conference, 6-12 away was the record, 11-3 on a neutral field, 11-10 at home. You look at Nebraska coming in this game, Rafferty, and they took care of business the last 3 weeks as far as that goes. They had 3 walk-off wins in 12 days, which was a nice and a breath of fresh air. In particular, that Purdue game, they took care of business. You look at this right here, 6 p.m. tonight. What's if you like? I always like to bring this question. If you're coaching them, obviously in this pool play that you're doing, we're going to explain that as well.
Mm-hmm.
If you're Bill Bolt, what's the word to the guys tonight? Back home. Well, basically back home. 60 miles to the east of being home. What's the word tonight for the guys?
Jump on them early, throw strikes. Being this pot play, you don't want to get deep into your pitching, your bullpen right away, because you're going to place a lot of games here quickly. But definitely use that home field advantage. Hopefully they don't get any type of game where they have to have a walk-off win or anything of that type. So I'm hoping tonight they can get a lead and where they're able to use their bullpen the way they want to use their bullpen, not the other way around.
Yeah, I agree with Raff right there. Don't allow Michigan State to dictate by dominating your pitchers, and then you got to go through your rotation early. And then as a coach, that's a bad feeling because then you don't want to be sitting in the third inning and you're like, man, this is all we got left, something like that. And along to that list of things to do, like Raff mentioned, hit the ball, get the bats up and woke up early, get on base. And then when you get on base, let's be aggressive and don't worry about getting, thrown out. We're going to, as our jobs as coaches, we're going to make sure you get on base. When you make sure you get on base, and then we're going to make sure you get all the way to first or home plate. You're still in second. Just know we're going to be super aggressive because that puts pressure on another team, a team like Michigan State coming in, regardless of if it's Michigan State or not. But in terms of the record, similar, teams. And so that pressure gets put on them. And because this is the dance now, this is the tournament. Everything resets. You're in it. Let's go out there and play some, I'll say, enthusiastic baseball and not worry about what was the path here. I say the path here helped us get here. But mentally and physically, we know what we have to do right now. And it's simple. Just win. But these are the details that we got to do that.
Way back in March, which seems like eternity ago, gentlemen, we found out, of course, that Mace McConaughey was going to miss the remainder of the season, which was a bummer. Arm injury was against Sam Houston at the Frisco Classic at the time. When McConaughey began the season, first Husker named to the preseason Golden Spikes Award preseason watch list. He's obviously that's a long gone story. We talked about that bullpen. Jackson and Raff and AG talked about those early. How comfortable are you guys with the bullpen at this point?
You got to be comfortable. You got it, Raff.
Oh no, you're good. I feel good about it. I think the way, like we talked about how they performed in the last 3 series, I feel that's been kind of one of those strengths that's kind of risen up for Nebraska. The Luke Brodericks of the world, the Drew Crystals of the world. Those guys, I mean, this is their time, like I know Crystal, he's in his time here at Nebraska. So this is his final times, to take the mound for Nebraska. So I feel good with Nebraska's relief. So it's just a matter, like we said, it's got to be what they want to do. It cannot be what the other team, imposes upon us. So I'm just hoping, where they can get a lead tonight and they're able to use the bullpen, sparingly, get through the innings, because I know that Will Bolt has a game plan, what he would want his starting pitcher to go, where he wants those other guys to go, and keep those arms fresh. So then if they are able to come out of that pool play, they'll be ready to go, for the single elimination.
Absolutely. Gentlemen, we talked about the pool play and how that's changed the way they play these games. And it's interesting how that goes. We were talking about it yesterday a little bit, but since they changed it up, this is the first year they're going to implement this. And here out goes. The top 12 teams in the conference, obviously, that are in Omaha right now, they split into 4 3-team pods. And then after they go the round robin, like Raff and AG, you mentioned, you don't want to be losing early. The winner of each pool will be entered to a 4-team single elimination bracket to determine the winner. So, Nebraska, you guys going to have their work cut out for them, belonging to the same pool as, like I said, number 12, Michigan State, number 1, Oregon, who they'll play on Friday, who tied UCLA for the regular season conference title with a 22-8 record. Obviously, they'll take on Sparty's tonight, and they'll face Oregon's for the first time on Friday, who's number 1 right there. You guys, and like you mentioned, this is going to be different for all the teams. A lot of them, this is the first time for all of them doing this, and you look at those young pitchers. And I keep going back to the bullpen because that has kind of been our thing this year. Do you think this is an advantage for them to know that, hey, if we lose, we're not out right away because we do have a pool play. We do got a game Friday. But how much more important is it to still have that killer instinct, not worrying about Friday, just worrying about tonight?
It's huge because you only could take it one game, one pitch, one hit at a time. That's it. When you think about the future, like, or what's it going to take to get out of this pool, then you're kind of not, I don't say you're setting yourself up for failure, but you're trying to hit those expectations that you don't need to worry about right now. You need to make it real simple. Let's play now. Let's play in the moment. And then everybody who's up to deck, from hitting to pitching, just go out there and do your best. That's the best we could do right now. We're an even team here with Michigan State coming up. We won some games, and we won the best games against them, you know, in terms of the walk-off wins that we have against Michigan State. So we match head-to-head there. So then let our talents go out there and just go out there and just have one heck of a time, have a fun time. Yeah, that's my friend's dog. He has a little hot dog running around the house. I guess he don't like Michigan State, so which is okay. But to that point, you just got to have a mindset of, look, the season's behind us. I'm going to keep saying this whole time, because this is when you get into the pool play, and the pool play is new, obviously, like you mentioned. That pool play is something that's big, and it's an esports thing. It's big in soccer overseas. So that pool play can build that momentum, right? You play these early games, just because you lose, you're not out. You could build information, you could build confidence. But if you win in that pool, that'll then give you obviously the better seed once you get down to the seed for the seeding for the knockout round. And so these pool play could be a confidence builder and it just show, look, this is what we were doing before pool play, and now this is what's going on in pool play for us as a Husker roster, because we've been building momentum, you know, off and on through the whole latter half of the season. You know, record is right around 500 or so, but now we could show what we could do, because we've been in situations that we don't like and we fought out of them too. So that's where pool play, feeling that experience in pool play, can then pull you out of there and get you ready for the single elimination of rounds.
And Raff, as we mentioned, obviously you get that game Friday, but if you lose tonight, you're going to face Oregon. And to our textures, you're exactly right. It doesn't mean anything, because you got to win tonight. That's just the bottom line. You got to win tonight, Rafferty, because Oregon, like I said, then you go to a tiebreak. It's a win at all costs tonight. You have to win, because Oregon with the highest seed, number one, us with the 8th seed, 1-1 doesn't do us any good.
Yep. Correct. Yeah. So they got to take care of it. They got to shut the door. And with that, we're proudly sponsored by Doors Plus. If your garage door needs maintenance or you need an entirely new garage door, give Cameron Hahn his team a call today at 402-590-5800. Doors Plus is locally owned and handles everything from residential or commercial garage doors, garage door openers, safety tune-ups, or custom design. Visit DoorsPlusLLC.com to learn more. Doors Plus, garage doors, and more.
Jackson, we come back, folks. Like I said, it's an expedited show, but we still got a lot packed in this one to describe tonight. Olympics, NFL, and a lot to talk about.
I'm super excited about
what's
that.
going on in the NFL Olympics. We'll be right back, folks. It's the Drive, 93.7 The Ticket.
Garage doors can break down or quit working at the worst times. At Doors Plus, they understand that a broken garage door sometimes means repair and not replace. Sometimes, all you need to make your door like new again is a few bolts, a realignment, or even a new balance. Trust the pros at Doors Plus to handle your garage door repair the right way, so you can get on with your busy schedule. Visit them online at DoorsPlusLLC.com or give them a call today at 402-590-5800. Doors Plus, garage doors and more.
Schweizo Construction is now hiring for skilled craftsmen, steel erectors, concrete workers, and general laborers. Schweizo Construction offers great benefits like premium wages, health and dental insurance, paid holidays and vacation, 401k with company match, life insurance, and disability insurance. They pride themselves on a legacy of 40 years built on integrity and trust. Joining their team means becoming part of a family that values hard work, dedication, and mutual respect. Apply today at Schweizo.com. That's SCHWISOW.com.
Spring sports are here and it's time to upgrade your equipment. But don't go rushing to your big box store. Play It Again Sports is your place to go for all spring sports equipment for baseball, softball, golf, and disc golf. Play It Again Sports has quality, slightly to gently used equipment, and 50% of their inventory is actually new equipment. And don't forget, buying from them is a great way to get new products with great discounts by also bringing in your used items for store credit or cash on the spot. Play It Again Sports at 48th and Vine.
Mike, the insurance company wants us to replace the roof.
Wait, what? I thought everything was fine.
Yeah, it says right here our roof is too old and they won't be able to cover us anymore.
I guess it is 15 years old. Hi, I'm Austin with Roofing Service Company. We help homeowners with their roofing and siding projects. Financing options are available, and we can get you under a new roof no time at all. If this sounds like you, visit roofingservicecompany.com. That is roofingservicecompany.com.
Summertime is here. It's time to get to Brown's Shoe Fit for their May sandal sale. From now through May 31st, get $15 off all regular price sandals. Whether it's for hiking, for the lake, or just everyday sandals, Brown's has you covered. And don't forget, Brown's carries a large arrangement of sizes and widths to fit your feet properly. Start your summer off right with the May sandal sale at Brown's Shoe Fit, just south of 66th and Q in Lincoln. Load up on meat and more this spring at the Mercado by Certified Piedmontese. This week's special through May 27th is $1 off hamburger and hot dog buns, $1 off Plum Creek chicken wings, 15% off barbecue sauces, and 15% off burgers, hot dogs, and brats. The Mercado has locations at 84th and Havelock, 30th and Yankee Hill, and now 85th and Old Cheney in Lincoln, or 168th and Maple in Omaha. Get to the Mercado today for the best meat in town.
Are you looking for an exciting new way to put your skills to work? Explore new career options in the fintech industry at Currency, a Sandhills global company. We offer full-time positions in financial sales, compliance, operations, and other fields. We also offer a 4.5-day work week, an attractive benefits package, and opportunities for advancement. Put your motivation to work and grow with us at Currency. Visit gocurrency.com/careers to learn more.
Gaina Trucking is hiring CDL Class A and B drivers. Their strong team culture makes it not a job, but a career. Gaina Trucking offers health, vision, and dental insurance, 401k with company match, an employee assistance program, and other bonus programs. Build a better career today with great team culture at Gaina Trucking. Learn more and apply today at GainaTrucking.com.
Make plans to join 93.7 The Ticket and the Ahman Green Foundation for the first annual Nebraska Esports Golf Tournament on Monday, June 9th at Wilderness Ridge. It's a 4-man scramble starting at 11 a.m. that will feature former Husker greats like Ahman Green, Johnny Rogers, Niles Paul, Tony Davis, Adam Carricker, Vershawn Jackson, and more, with great prizes and great golf. Sponsorships are also available. Call or text us at 402-464-5685 with questions, or sign your team up online at theticketfm.com. Registration goes through May 30th.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Sponsored by John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning.
Your Lincoln forecast for today, we'll see mainly cloudy skies, and it will be windy. An afternoon high near 63. Tonight, partly cloudy and breezy, a low around 43. And tomorrow, a slight chance of showers, storms in the afternoon. Otherwise, mainly sunny and breezy with a high near 67. I'm meteorologist Kyle Fleck from 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Now back to The Drive with AD, Raff, and Ahman Gray on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, folks, we are back on this short segment of the show. It's been a fast so far already. Hope your days are going great. And, we're always going to talk about our relationships, our sponsors, our teammates. This segment is brought to you by Jack Russell, Farm Bureau Financial Services. Jack has been a well-respected representative since 1999. You can help protect your home, your vehicle, your family, or even your future. Give Jack a call today at 402-421-9100 or visit one of his 2 locations in Lincoln or Seward and learn how Jack Russell of Farm Bureau Financial Services can help you. Raff, AG, and Jackson, there was some news that took place. Actually, it's something that should take place today, a passing of the NFL approving flag football in the 2028 Olympics there in Los Angeles. Before we get into the meat of it, Jackson, what's your initial thoughts on NFL players potentially playing in the Olympics?
I think it's good. I think it'll be fun. I think it's gonna only be a matter of time before you see that be an injury problem. With guys like, tearing their ACL in the Olympics and then they're out for the season. But, they can do that any day. So I'm almost like, with the Olympics, taking flag football to the Olympics and the United States competing in it, maybe I'm biased because I live in America and I see American football all the time. But I don't see how that's going to be much of a competition, personally.
AG, what's your rundown of it, man?
You see me over here dancing, right? I wish I was playing right now. So to your point, Jackson, Mexico won the World Championships last year. So we got some people, some teams to go against. So there's some dogs out there, right? So the World Championships was last year, was able to watch them across Mexico win it. I think the men's won it. The ladies, I believe it was either Mexico or England that won for the women. So we got some flag football teams out here internationally that are up to slate. They are balling. They're just not. We're not just coming in. Now, if it was, we're not going to dominate all the way. If it was like padded, like with helmets and everything, I think we would have the advantage 100%. But with flag football, there is a parity because now we're just looking at route runners and who are really good quarterbacks. You know, that can be accurate with the ball, and then the receivers catching the ball, get upfield, make plays. And to the injury point there, obviously that's going to be there all the time. It was there with the Dream Team, right? When the NBA was allowing then the players, more players to come in to create the Dream Team. And my feelings on that is it's going to be there regardless. You're going to get, like you mentioned, Jackson, when the player you're playing, you could be in season or out season, doing something like this or not, injuries there. You can't worry about that. You got to go out there and play ball. And that's why I love the fact that when Michael Jordan played ball, he had in his contract for love of the game, because I want to play ball anytime, anywhere I want to play. He used to go to New York City and play in the streets of New York all the time. If I got hurt there, then so be it, but I'm doing what I love to do. I love football. If I was able to play right now, I'd be like, strap on the flags, coach, put me in, because this is something that a lot of NFL players like me have been wishing for a long time, is that why football in the Olympics? But you know what? This is better. We'll take this better than anything else, because you have men and you have young women playing, and you have everybody from around the world, and you see the differences of gameplay. Like when I watched that World Championship game of Mexico and who they played against, it was things that I didn't even think about, the way of, how you dodge with a flag on your hip, how they do this. It's not new, but it's a thing that has been around for a long time. But I didn't do it when I played flag football. You do like a hip drop, so nobody kind of gets your flag, and you see things like that. You see different routes being run from different places, different countries, from the teams that are playing out there. So you got all that international flair that brings something that we know flag football to be as basic 7-on-7. You go out there, you get beat, and you make sure you're getting the guys over top to try to cover the deep ball. But when you see the international players play, they're doing, like, they have a scheme. They're going dink and dunk underneath. If they do the deep ball, they will. But if not, they're going to hit you on the medium and the short throws. And you got to be conscious of that. And they got the talent just as much as well as we have the talent. So I think this is right now is going to be I think it's going to be a big deal. We still got time away, and the hype for me is already there. But I believe the hype for a lot of players, for NFL players, knowing they got opportunity, and they building out the rules for this to make sure the players are protected through injury, with the playing the game, because obviously running a route in any condition, you can come across an injury. So covering the players up with the rules is good, between salary cap rules going in to make sure they have good medical staffs, and making sure that just because a guy gets hurt, they won't, miss significant, they won't be, I say tore upon for playing in that game. And you could go out there and not go play that game as a current player and not worry about the repercussions. Go out there and have fun and great time. And then you were an Olympian. You could put that on your slate as well. I was an Olympic player. I was able to play in the Olympics either for America or for Mexico or for Japan, if it was for my country, because they got where they have players can represent their countries as well. As we know, we have a mixed crew of NFL players out there. So for me, this is a big thumbs up, and I'm super excited. And 3-4 years, I say 3 years can't go any faster for me.
Raff, if you were a player, would you participate in this right here?
Well, I will throw this out there right now: is if you have the opportunity to try, and there's going to be tryouts for this.
Mm-hmm.
Like I know, AG, there's going to be the NFL guys. There will be an NFL guys, but you got to remember too, there's professional flag football players out there, and the game of flag football is a little bit different than NFL football, college football, and stuff like that. So you're going to see, you will see some NFL players that will make the team, but it's a different, flag football is a different game than NFL football. So it's going to be interesting to see what the combination of what the professional flag players and the NFL players, how they come together. The NFL players can definitely add, I think from a speed perspective, probably from a coverage perspective, and not like that. But to play quarterback in flag football, it's a lot different than playing regular football. You've got to find somebody that can absolutely motor around the field, and then also be, precise passer and stuff like that. And so it's going to be interesting to see how it all plays out, because NFL quarterbacks, like Lamar Jackson, I could see him being a really good flag football player, but then you look back at some of these other quarterbacks, you're like, well, they might not be fast enough, or they might not. So it'll be interesting to see how they do the tryouts and who they name as the coach. Also, are you going to go out and are you going to find an NFL coach who has no experience with flag football? I would assume that they're going to stick with, the flag football. So yeah, it's going to be a combination, and it'll be interesting to see how it all mixes together.
Well, the resolution needs to be approved by at least 24 of the 32 team owners, which should not be a problem. What's it looking like right now? And some of the resolution that established the rules, basic structure of NFL hopes to see the process work. For one, permission for any player under an NFL contract to participate in tryouts. A limit of one player per NFL team on each national team participating. And this is what I really like. Allowing, in addition, a team's designated international player to play for his home country, gentlemen, which we've seen that in the other sports involved in the Olympics as well. Purchase of league-wide insurance policies, which I think is huge, to provide injury protection for any player injured while participating in an authorized, and I repeat, authorized flag football activity related to the Olympics, a salary cap credit for any player who is injured, and an expectation the Olympic flag football teams will establish medical staffs in field surfaces that comply with NFL minimum standards. Gentlemen, this is the last one. There's a few more, but the last one I think is crucial as well that I read. A schedule does not unreasonably conflict with the NFL players' leave and club commitments. The most thing it may miss is a little bit of training camp early on. That, with those being read, gentlemen, do you feel like they're dotting their I's and crossing their T's? And again, they still have 3 years to continue to iron out the details.
Yeah. They're doing the process now. They're doing the due diligence. This is a due diligence process to where you make sure you try to dot the I's correctly, the T's, cross the T's as well, to make sure the players are protected, to make sure that the owners are protected. You got Roger, you got Jerry Jones, you got other team owners, all debating, talking over this the last month of up in Palm Beach, Florida, or actually here where I'm at right now. So it then sets the stage to letting them know, like, as a player, to know and see this, I feel okay. I feel good because I know the player, I know the NFL is thinking about it and considering it and making sure they're going to do it the right way. So for the players that, like I said, that are like me, that, what, as soon as they say where trials is at, I'm ready to go. Those players that are out there, they'll have that comfortness and in their head when they go out there. They just go out there and almost be like kids again, because you're going to go out there and you're not getting hit. You're not have to put on a helmet. You still got to run routes. You got to catch the ball. You got to go in high point of ball, things like that. But it's flag football again. And that's where a lot of guys started playing football. And so for that standpoint, I like what the rules they're going after. It's going to be some other ones that might go in and might change. But the main set of rules that's going to protect them with the insurance policies, with the credit for, for salary cap credit, stuff like that. Those due diligence is going to help this thing grow even more. And I think it's going to be eventually go from limit one player to several players to be on an NFL team, from an international team to stuff like that. Because if you watch flag football, if you had NFL Network, I was watching NFL Network yesterday, and I watched the 15 and under boys and girls championships that was just played, I believe, in might have been in New Orleans or something like that. And you saw those young men, you saw those young ladies out there playing. And like you mentioned, Raff, there's flag football leagues around the country for adults. So those tryouts is going to be very interesting to see when if you see Jamar Chase show up and he don't make the roster. Not saying that's going to happen, but that's how hypothetical there. Just think about that for a second there. Justin Jefferson is going to be out there. Guys like that going to be out there on the field trying to compete to get on the Olympic roster. And for whoever that coach is going to be, I say that's going to be, it's either he and she, because it's going to be a men's team and a women's team, are going to have a conundrum, because they'll be like, man, I'm really thinking about, how I got to position, Justin Jefferson over this other kid from Tennessee or whatever. It's going to be interesting to see that. And really from the lady side of it, I really look at it as how they're going to do between for the women and young ladies in high school and develop them, because they don't have no leagues. I mean, they do have the flag football 707 stuff, but there's no professional level to pull from. So I'm just going to be interesting to see how that grows here in America. And I say internationally, they already have it now because they're just growing it up from the grassroots. And it's growing very well in international countries that just started playing 707 flag football, and they're doing a fantastic job with it.
Rafferty, Dave Renew, good morning to you, brother. He said, can you imagine Michael Vick playing back in the day? Well, that being said, what's a quarterback?
Put me on that team. Put me on Michael Vick's team all day. Because so real quick, sorry, AD, to throw you off real quick, to cut you off, sorry. But you can run. There's rules. So you can if you could run the ball as a quarterback. So Raff, to your point with Lamar Jackson, he could be a problem, just like he is on the football field now, on tackle football field. But quarterbacks can scramble, even if they're not pressured. They could just take off and run right away. They do have to fake a play action and then they could go or something like that. But so that right there is just something that when you're strategizing and running plays and designing plays in your playbook, you can have fun with everybody on the field, not just your receivers and your quarterback.
What's a guy that you would, out of the starting quarterbacks, Raff, as of right now, what's a quarterback you would not want to be your starting quarterback in this?
Aaron Rodgers, NFL and flag. No. Sorry, AD. Sorry. No. Aaron Rodgers should go at flag. I mean, he'd have to get rid of the ball quick, but the thing is with flag football is the blocking rules. You have to look at that with the linemen. Like, you have to have your hands like at your sides. You can't. I mean, it does get a little aggressive in flag football, but you definitely are going to need somebody that's twitchy. A twitchy quarterback that's what I always say. If you have a quarterback that's very twitchy and they can get out of the pocket, can motor around and be able to look down the field while they're running, that's crucial too. Man, I'm trying to think who would be.
One of your boys, one of your Broncos, Bo Nix. He would be nice back there.
Yeah, Bo Nix would be good. I was just going to say that, but I didn't want to be biased. An interesting one would be Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah, I can see Pete. Yeah, Patrick would be a problem. He's a problem.
Because he's able to throw from all the different arm angles and stuff like that. So if he's rolling to his left, he can throw back to his right. You need someone that can throw from all the different arm angles and different spots on the field.
Hey, I just played in a little flag football game.
Oh, AG's stand up. Are you trying out AG?
I might if they let somebody that's 48 and I could throw the ball, because in that flag football game, I'm not saying, I'm just saying on my resume, I think I had like 8 touchdowns in that game and my team won. So putting it out there right now, because I don't have to run a lot. If I don't have to run to break the pocket and all that, I won't just to get a first down. I can throw the ball. Remember, I played baseball, so I got that Pat Mahomes feel too. I did a couple underhand touchdowns too for conversions in that game.
So are you making this official? Are you trying out or?
Hey, like I said, if I gotta talk to the wife first, I'll say that.
Okay.
The good thing is for my wife, she's like, she'll be happy that it's flag, it's touch, it's basically touch flag football, so there's no contact. That's the one thing, because I remember after football, obviously I was not done being physical yet, so I went into rugby first, and she said, "You're killing me, Ma. Why are you playing rugby right now?" I said, "Babe, I gotta try it out." Then I went into, I was gonna think about, I tried out for MMA. I was training at this MMA facility in Green Bay, and she's like, Ahman Rashad Green. When she said my whole name, I knew I was in trouble. She said, Ahman Rashad Green, what are you doing to me? You already played football for 12 years, and now you got to go into MMA. And I'm like, babe, it's fun. I'm grappling. I'm learning how to wrestle. And then but now with flag football, it's like, hey, I got you now. I won't get hit. I'll just throw the ball real quick. All right, the ball got to be out in like 5 seconds. So that clock goes off, I'm sacked. And I don't get hit by nobody. There you go. There's the recipe right there. So find out the dates.
We'll be back with our. Go ahead, man. We'll be back with our last segment. We're going to get right out. We're going to make sure we're promptly on time with Nick and those guys out there at the baseball park out there in Omaha for state baseball, and hopefully the weather cooperates with them today like it did yesterday as well. We'll be back with our final segment, the RGT 80 Attitude Adjustment. It's the Drive, 93.7 Ticket. Be right back.
Saturday. Eagle Raceway is open for a full season of dirt track racing action every Saturday night. Don't miss the epic battles on the high banks of Eagle Raceway each Saturday between the Nebraska Septic Sprint Cars, Nebraska Lottery Modifieds, Avid Realty Sport Mods, Valentino's Hobby Stocks, and A1 Iron Stock Cars. Let's go racing. Eagle Raceway, just 10 miles east of Lincoln on O Street. Check out the full schedule at eagleraceway.com.
Have you been injured in an accident and don't know where to turn? Do you need a lawyer you can trust to handle your case with professionalism and compassion? The attorneys at Liberty Law understand that a call to an attorney is a call for help. If you've been injured, we want to help you. Liberty Law's experienced attorneys are committed to the pursuit of justice for those injured. Contact us for a free consultation by calling 877-42-LIBERTY. Call Liberty Law and find out how we can help get you the compensation you deserve. Call 877-42-LIBERTY. Liberty Law Group. Trial attorneys you can trust.
Ticket listeners know a dream team when they see one. At Applied Connective, we've been in the game for 20 years and have developed a team of world-class leaders in all things IT. From cybersecurity and Microsoft products to physical security, audio-video, infrastructure, business phone systems, and anything in between. We'll help you leverage technology to become your most secure, efficient, and profitable. Head to our website to check out real reviews and testimonials and sign up for a free tech consultation. We can show you where you might be vulnerable, inefficient, or overspending. It's a game changer, and it's totally free. Claim yours right now at appliedconnective.com.
In today's digital world, technology works great until it doesn't. At Hamilton, we work to keep your business up and running. We are more than an IT company. We're your partner, focused on customized solutions that set you up for success now and in the future. Say goodbye to tech stress and unexpected IT costs when you hire Hamilton. Together, we help you focus on what really matters. Hamilton Business Technologies. Real people, real technology solutions. Connect with us at hamiltonisbusiness.com.
Summertime is here. It's time to get to Brown's Shoe Fit for their May sandal sale. From now through May 31st, get $15 off all regular price sandals. Whether it's for hiking, for the lake, or just everyday sandals, Brown's has you covered. And don't forget, Brown's carries a large arrangement of sizes and widths to fit your feet properly. Start your summer off right with the May sandal sale at Brown's Shoe Fit, just south of 66th and Q in Lincoln.
Attention! Acres is cutting interest rates and offering great deals below market value on the largest selection of used inventory in the nation. For a limited time, Acres is offering interest rates as low as 2.9% on our late model John Deere ag equipment. Acres' low interest rates, along with our below market prices on select John Deere used planters, tractors, sprayers, and combines, makes it a great time to upgrade your equipment for the 2025 season. Visit acres.com for details. That's AKRS.com. Offer ends May 31st, 2025. Subject to proof financing. Offer may change at any time without notice.
Bagels and Joe is the perfect place for breakfast or lunch in May. Try a pesto BLT or a pizza bagel for lunch. Also, enjoy a new energy fusion drink in a variety of flavors and get a caramel latte with 10% of all sales going to the Hope Venture. 4 locations in Lincoln and 1 in Seward, Bagels and Joe.
I got to see my brother get married.
I would have missed my dad's birthday.
Because I wore my seatbelt, I had the privilege of being part of this special day.
I got to go home and see my family again.
Does it click yet?
Brought to you by NDOT Highway Safety Office.
I would have never had the chance to see my daughter become a doctor.
I was able to go to my brother's graduation.
I wouldn't have adopted my first pet.
And then it clicked. My seatbelt saved my life. Does it click yet?
Brought to you by NDOT Highway Safety Office.
At Farm Bureau Financial Services, we strive to provide you with the right coverages for all your insurance needs by taking the time to meet with you and review what coverages best fit your needs. So whether you're in the market for home, auto, farm, business, life, or a combination of any of these coverages, we can help with making sure you, your family, or your business have the right coverage based on your individual needs. If you would like to review your insurance needs, please contact Ben Spurt with Farm Bureau Financial Services at 402-217-9945 or through email at ben.spurt@fbfs.com.
Finally, a good reason to have a smart house. Just say, Alexa, play 93.7 The Ticket, and we'll magically start playing. How's it work? Nobody knows. Don't ask questions.
Empower a child today with the Teammates Mentoring Program. Hope is only a conversation away when you choose to share your talent, time, and heart with a child. Together, you can build a relationship based on strengths and chart a brighter future, 1 week at a time. Find out how you can be a mentor by visiting LincolnTeammates.org. Become what you needed as a kid by joining the Teammates Mentoring Program today.
Now back to The Drive with AD, Raff, and Ahman Green on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, folks, we are back. This is going to be a very quick segment. We want to get right out to Nick and the crew. Not Nick, but Nick. Some of the crew out there in Omaha. First of all, Renew Your Auto, Raff. What do they do at Renew?
Everything.
Segment is brought to you by your friends at Renew. Call or text Nate, Eric, or David at 402-833-3858 or visit Renew online at renewyourauto.com. From body shop, ceramic coatings, window tinting, spray and bed liners, paintless dent repair, rust proofing and undercoating, and so much more. So give Nate, Eric, or David a text or a call today at 402-833-3858 or learn more online at renewyourauto.com and see what Renew can do for you. Raff, what's the RGT, my man?
All right, everybody. Today's Raff's Good Take goes out to the Belmont Elementary 5th grade scholars that participated in the production of Shakespeare's A Midsummer Night's Dream. They were directed by 5th grader Ella Donner, who facilitated all aspects of the production. Ella conducted auditions and wrote lesson plans for the 6-week experience. At the end of the performance, they received a standing ovation. And I just want to throw a shout out to the cast of Ella, of course, the director, Navia, Ricky, Addie, Tony, Alexa, Jasu, Jacob, and Rennie. Congratulations to the Belmont Elementary Midsummer's Night's Dreams cast. You guys are Raff's Good Take.
I love it. I love it, man. That's great. Congratulations to all of them, too, for such an undertaking like that. The 80 attitude adjustment is very quick today and straight to the point. Stop waiting for it and start working on it. Stop waiting for it and start working on it, man. That is the key, because as we're waiting, time is going by. The late Jimmy Williams, Jimmy was one of the coordinators and directors for the Multicultural Affairs Department, Jimmy Smith, at the University of Nebraska. And I remember him telling a student that was going to wait to get his master's. He goes, I'm going to wait about 3 years to get it. And he just said, I'm just going to wait. I remember Jimmy saying to him, he goes, 3 years is going to come and go regardless if you get it or not. So you might as well start working on it. Start today. Start today. AG, what you got, my man?
Man, you kind of follow up on that. If you got stuff in your head or you got stuff on your list of things to do, goals that you set, but also accomplishments that you haven't completed, get them done. Don't wait another minute and get those go, because it might slow you down in your process of where you want to be in life. So get that stuff done now.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Folks, we got a full schedule for you today with state baseball. Nick and Oscar Omar are going to do a great job from out in Omaha, so definitely stick in and tune in with them. There'll be other scheduled programming later this afternoon between those games, so definitely tune in and stick with us on 90.7 The Ticket. And folks, we will see you tomorrow. Raff, take us away, my man.
All right, everyone. Have a great day. Be nice to each other, and we will talk to you tomorrow.
Thank you.